Young Stars. Jordan Romero. Jordan Romero is from the United States. He was born on the 12th of July, 1996. On the 22nd of May, 2010, Jordan became the youngest person to climb to the top of Mount Everest. He was 13 years, 10 months, and 10 days old when he reached the top of the mountain. He climbed the mountain with his father, Paul Romero, his stepmother, Karen Lundgren, and 3 Sherpas, special guides, called Ang Pasang Sherpa, Lama Dawa Sherpa, and Lama Karma Sherpa. Climbing Mount Everest was part of Jordan's ambition to climb the tallest mountain on every continent. This adventure is called the 7 Summits. When Jordan finished this incredible task, he was 15 years, 5 months, and 12 days old. So he is the youngest person ever to climb all 7 mountains. The 7 Summits adventure took a lot of hard work, preparation, and training. Jordan visited some of the most beautiful places and some of the most extreme places on Earth, including the coldest place on Earth, Antarctica. Jordan was lucky to have a great team climbing with him. His father, Paul, and his stepmother, Karen, have both got a lot of experience in mountaineering, and they both love adventure. Paul knows how to help people in medical emergencies at great heights, where there isn't much oxygen. Karen is a coach and a personal trainer, so she's great at encouraging people to keep going. But Jordan didn't need a lot of encouragement to achieve his ambition. Like his dad, he loves adventure. Now, Jordan has started a new adventure. But this time, he is staying on one continent. He's going to climb the highest point in each of the US's 50 states. He calls this adventure the Find Your Everest Tour. He wants to encourage children and teenagers in the US to get outside, be fit and healthy, and do things as a family. He wants young people to come and meet him when he visits each state, and to join in his adventure, or find their own adventure. Jordan thinks everyone should have an ambition. You don't have to climb Everest, but it's important to set yourself a goal and try to achieve it.
Samantha Kinghorn. Samantha Kinghorn is 16 years old and she's from Scotland in the UK. In December 2010, when Samantha was 14 years old, she was helping her dad to clear a path in the snow at her family's farm. Suddenly, a large pile of snow and ice fell from a roof and landed on Samantha. The snow and ice injured Samantha's back, and she couldn't feel her legs. An ambulance took her to the nearest hospital, but Samantha's back was broken and she was not able to walk again. Samantha spent 6 months in the hospital recovering from her injuries. She learned how to use a wheelchair and to get around without using her legs. As Samantha became stronger, she discovered that she could make her wheelchair move very fast. A physiotherapist at the hospital took Samantha to Stoke Mandeville, the National Centre for Disability Sports. Samantha tried lots of different wheelchair sports. She realised that she was very good at wheelchair racing. Samantha started training 6 times a week. She soon became very fit and very fast. She won the Great Scottish Run 10-kilometre wheelchair race in September 2012. In April 2013, she entered the Mini London Marathon and finished second. She has also joined Scotland's athletics squad and will be the youngest member taking part in the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014. Her next goal is to take part in the 2016 Paralympics in Rio de Janeiro. Samantha has achieved a lot in a very short time, and she is already becoming a national hero. Her family is very proud of her for being so strong and positive. Like Jordan Romero, Samantha thinks it is important to have dreams and goals, and she wants to show the world that being in a wheelchair can't stop you from achieving your goals. I want to teach people that being disabled doesn't mean that you can't do something. It just means you have to do it in a different way, she says. Heidi was very excited. Her friend Clara was coming to visit. Clara was ill and she couldn't walk, so it wasn't easy for her to visit Heidi on the mountain. Heidi couldn't wait for her friend to arrive. Heidi ran down the mountain to tell her friend Peter about Clara's visit. Peter looked after grandfather's goats, and Heidi liked to help him. Heidi and Peter were usually good friends, but today Peter was worried. Maybe Heidi wouldn't want to be his friend anymore when her new friend arrived. A few days later, Clara finally arrived. Heidi was playing outside when she saw two men carrying a chair up the mountain. A young girl was sitting in the chair. It was Clara. She was wrapped in shawls, and she looked very pale and ill. There was an old lady on a horse behind Clara. She was Clara's grandmother. Beside grandmother, there was a man pushing Clara's wheelchair, and another man carrying Clara's luggage. Heidi and grandfather greeted Clara and her grandmother, and soon they were all chatting like old friends. Grandfather brought the table and chairs outside so that they could eat lunch in the sunshine. Clara looked around and laughed happily. "It's so beautiful here," she said. "I want to stay here forever." Heidi was very pleased. The lunch was delicious, and Clara ate a lot. Grandmother was very surprised. "You never eat a lot in Frankfurt," she said. "I am never hungry at home," said Clara. "Everything tastes better here." "It's because of the mountain air," said grandfather. "It makes people hungry. Perhaps Clara should stay here for a few weeks." Everyone thought this was a wonderful idea. Heidi was very excited, and she couldn't stop jumping up and down. Clara and Heidi were delighted to have lots of time together. Peter was not very friendly to Clara at first. He was still worried. But Heidi and Clara were always friendly to Peter, and soon he forgot his worries. Perhaps Clara could be his new friend too. Heidi wanted to show Clara all her favourite places, but Clara looked sad. "Oh, Heidi," she said, "I want to see all the beautiful things that you wrote to me about in your letters, but I can't." You can see everything, said Heidi. Let's go. And she used all her strength to push Clara's wheelchair all over the mountain. She showed Clara the tall, strong fir trees that grew behind the hut. She took her to the goat shed and showed her all of Peter's goats. And she took Clara to her favourite place of all, the flower meadow, where beautiful red flowers danced in the grass. Clara had never seen such things or had such fun adventures before. Grandfather prepared delicious meals, and Clara ate more every day. Soon, Clara's face didn't look pale anymore. I feel so much better than I did in Frankfurt, said Clara. I eat more and I sleep more when I am here. It's because you are outside all the time, said Heidi. You need fresh air to be healthy. One day, Heidi, Clara and Grandfather were getting ready to go for a walk. Heidi went to fetch Clara's wheelchair, but she couldn't see it anywhere. I think the wind has blown Clara's chair down the mountain, said Heidi. What are we going to do? I will have to go home, said Clara sadly. I can't move around without my chair. Don't worry, said Grandfather. We will think of something. Just then, Heidi saw Peter and she had an idea. Peter, come and help me, she said. You can take Clara's right arm and I will take her left arm. Peter and Heidi lifted Clara and held her. But Clara was too heavy for them to carry. Can you put your feet on the ground? Heidi asked Clara. Clara put one foot on the ground and then the other. It doesn't hurt, she said. She put one foot in front of the other again and again. Look, Heidi, she laughed. I can do it. I can walk. Oh, Clara, this is wonderful, said Heidi. Now we can walk in the mountains every day, and you will get healthy and strong. You will never need a wheelchair again. Clara practiced walking every day, and when Grandmother came to visit, Clara walked down the path to meet her. Grandmother was delighted when she saw Clara looking so healthy and happy. The mountain is the best hospital in the world, she said. Based on a story by Johanna Spiri.